In the small, desolate town of Blackwood, silence was more than a mere absence of sound, it was a presence, an entity that hung heavily in the thick, foggy air. As if the town itself were alive, whispering secrets from the shadows, secrets better left undiscovered. Among the townfolk was Emily, a curious young woman whose inquisitive nature often led her into the unknown. Her raven-black hair and piercing green eyes gave her an aura of mystery, but it was her relentless determination that truly set her apart. One particularly cold, moonless night, Emily found herself drawn to the old, abandoned mansion at the edge of town. The mansion, a relic of long-forgotten wealth and grandeur, was now a decaying monument to time's inexorable march. Rumors swirled around the mansion, tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that kept even the bravest at bay. Undeterred, Emily decided to unveil the truth. As she stepped inside, her flashlight beam pierced the thick darkness, revealing cobweb-covered banisters and dusty, moth-eaten drapes. The air inside was cold, unnaturally so, and it carried the scent of mildew and neglect. Every step she took echoed ominously, blending with the faint whispers that seemed to float through the halls. The whispers grew louder with each step, unintelligible but unmistakably real. They felt like icy fingers brushing against her skin, sending shivers down her spine. She reached the grand staircase, its steps groaning under her weight. At the top of the stairs, a large portrait caught her eye. The eyes of the figure in the painting seemed to follow her, filled with a sorrow so profound it felt almost tangible. She moved closer, drawn inexplicably to the sorrowful gaze. Suddenly, a gust of wind extinguished her flashlight, plunging her into darkness. Panic surged through her, but before she could react, she heard it, a voice, clear and chilling. It whispered her name, each syllable dripping with malice. Emily tried to run, but the darkness was impenetrable. The voice grew louder, closer, as if it were right beside her. Desperation clawed at her as she stumbled through the darkness, blindly reaching out for something, anything, to guide her. Her fingers brushed against something cold and metallic, a candelabra. She grabbed it, sparking the flint, and a tiny flame flickered to life. The dim light revealed the room she had stumbled into, a grand ballroom, now a hollow shell of its former glory. As the light danced across the room, it fell upon a figure, a tall, shadowy apparition standing at the far end. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light, fixed on Emily. She could feel its gaze piercing through her, reading her very soul. The apparition began to move towards her, its form shifting and morphing with each step. Terrified, Emily backed away, but her fear only seemed to empower the entity. Just as she felt her strength waning, she remembered the tale she had once heard, a tale of a restless spirit trapped by a curse, seeking release. Gathering her courage, she spoke to the apparition, her voice trembling but resolute. She offered to help lift the curse, to set the spirit free. The apparition paused, its eyes reflecting a flicker of hope. Slowly, its form began to dissipate, the whispers around her fading into silence. The mansion, once a place of despair, seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Emily left Blackwood soon after, but the experience haunted her. The whispers in the shadows had revealed secrets she could never unlearn, and while she had freed one spirit,